Well, all right, boys and girls, now that you have your embroidered details on and your two pieces cut out, you are ready for the fun part. You're ready to sew these two pieces together and finish your project. Off screen, I went ahead and sewed on these two eyes. I showed you how to do the mouth and the nose in a previous video. Now we're gonna put these together, so here you go. The first thing that you're going to do is you are going to take the pieces that have the marker tracing. We're going to be working on those two pieces that have the marker tracing today. The pieces that you embroidered are actually going to go on the inside. So you're going to take your first piece, find the marker, and put it on top. The reason that we are sewing the face on the inside is because we're going to be turning this inside out when we're done. We're going to turn it inside out when we're done so that you don't see all the stitches. So again, take your two pieces, put one on top of the other. The face should be inside. Line them up carefully. And then we're going to start to sew these together. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the thread color that you need. You're going to thread a needle with your thread color. And then we're gonna start to sew these together. You can start anywhere. I'm gonna go right here by the head and neck. And we are going to put the needle through both and pull, 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 pull. Okay, so now we're gonna go the other way. We're gonna go back this way, close to what you just did. Pull, pull, pull. And basically you're just going from the back to the front and pull, and then from the front to the back and pull, from the back to the front and pull, from the front to the back and pull. So I'm gonna do that until I have about this much thread, and then I'll show you how to tie a knot and how to add another piece of thread. Okay, now that I have not a whole lot of thread left, what I'm gonna do is tie that knot. And you should know how to do it by now. We're going to make a stitch, and then we are going to place the end of the needle. We are going to place the end of the needle through this loop here. And cut. All right, so now I have sewn along most of the edge of my character. I only have about this much thread left, and I've got a hole about this big. This is where we're gonna put the stuffing in. But before we put the stuffing in, we have to tie a knot, and then we have to turn this whole thing inside out. So go ahead, tie your knot, put your tip of your needle through your loop a few times. Cut off your thread, and now we are going to turn this inside out so that we can see all of our embroidery on the front. All right, so now we're almost done. Now we get to stuff it. This part's a lot of fun. You're gonna be using the polyfill, or as a lot of my students have called it, the fluff, and you are going to do a little bit at a time as you stuff this. You want to start with your smallest details. So if you have ears on your character or eyes, you're going to want to start with those first.
Okay, so that should do it. So it's looking fluffy, but not too much. Now, the only thing we have to do to finish this is just to thread another needle, sew up this hole here, and then you are going to be done.